Hi guys, so the Black Artstar 2 kit's progressing nicely. This is the 18-inch and it's starting to look really amazing, and I'm very close to getting it finished. Bear in mind it started out life like this. It was a shell bank I picked up in the UK and it was 13, 14, 18 and 22. It was originally piano white, you can see from the inside there, first generation. And the guy had sprayed it in this sort of jewel blue colour, and he'd done a really nice job of it, to be fair, but I want to put it back to factory finish, and obviously to suit my project it's gone back to piano black. So I'm going to show you a few videos of what I did to get it back into this condition, and then I'm hoping to actually finish it today. So let's get started. 18's got some paint on it. Right, let's have a look at the interior. So it has a factory piano white painted interior, and these are really hard standing paints, you know, so if I use this as a base coat, I think that'd be my best option. And with it being on the inside, there's low risk of it getting damaged or scratched, because I mean, once the heads are on, you really don't go inside the drum unless you're taking lugs off or whatever. So what I'll do is I'll probably just spray straight over that. I'll key it up a little bit and spray it, and then maybe put a bit of lacquer on it and then dull that off. So we'll give that a go and see what it ends up like. So I realised I never really filmed what I did on the inside of the drum. But as I said earlier, I did key the original piano white finish up with 600 grit. And then I just used a rattle can and I used this stuff. And it's a satin finish. And I literally just sprayed up and down like this. I did several coats, rubbed it back again, another coat, and just kept rubbing it back until I got this lovely smooth finish. I let it harden for at least a week, and then I rubbed it down with some scratch remover, and then this is the finish that we're ended up with, and I'm really quite chuffed with it. The polishing machine's still out of action, so I've had to do this shell by hand. The next step is what really makes the drum look professional, is where you clean the bearing edges up and get all the paint off the holes. Now I'll scrape back the bearing edges. And that is the shell complete. Here's the 16 and the 18 next to each other, and you can see the colour match is pretty much perfect. And in terms of interiors, look how good they are. Almost identical. This shell, obviously you can see by the edge, it looks a bit more vintage, so to speak, because that's an original edge. Where I've scraped mine, it's obviously a lot more fresher. The same bearing edge profile, obviously. But obviously that's been covered in paint for years, so it does look a little bit different, but with time they should look exactly the same. This one had a lot of rust on the inside and all the screws are knackered, so I've replaced that with new ones. It also didn't have the original flanges with it. And what was a real touch on this, I picked up a 16-inch Artstar. Let me show you that. So this drum come up on eBay, really cheap. I think it was 90 quid, 95 quid. And it's got decent lugs on it, it's got badge. I noticed it had an MTB 50 with the cutout on it, the memory lock, and that alone is probably worth the value of what I paid for the drum. Anyway, this drum had the original flanges on it, so I've taken them off and I'll be able to put them on this. So with the spare parts on that, I could make another shell out of it. It's definitely worth keeping, but it's managed to complete this drum at the same time, which is a real touch. And there they are, complete. God, they look evil. They look like Darth Vader's droids. So cool. So that's the 16 and the 18 done. Really, really chuffed with the 18. It's come out amazing. The 16 was already in fairly good nick, so another nice drum. Next up, I'm going to do the 10-inch. And this one had a trigger put into it. So there's actually a hole in the shell, so I have to fill that and repair that, and then we're going to spray that black as well. So that's the next project. Also, in the meantime, I managed to find this in Germany. A black Artwood snare drum which will match the kit nicely. It's 5-inch deep, which is not really a size I normally use, but we'll get it cleaned up and it might be a great addition to the kit. Anyway, onwards and upwards, just the two 22s to go and the 10-inch, and then we're there, so stay tuned.